Welcome to this week's edition of the 100-Mile Journey. My name is Brian. I'm here to tell you about how my training week went. Well, bad news is, as I called out last week, lots of smoke in the air. Thursday, the air was fine. Training week was going really well. I did hills on Wednesday, took back my crown. Really happy about that, running strong. By the evening time or the late afternoon, I went out and it was extremely smoky. I couldn't even see to the other side of Folsom Lake. So the smoke was starting to come in. And Friday was more of a cross-training day. I did my bike riding. Saturday, really smoky outside. I had to search really hard with my friends in order to find a location to run. And what we did was we went down to the American River Parkway and did a run. Two bad things happened there. One is I forgot my SD card for the GoPro, so I couldn't get any footage. And after we completed the first 8-mile loop, we came back and 2 of the 4 cars that we had there had been broken into. Kind of a bummer for the run. My car, fortunately, was not broken into. I was actually kind of a little bit worried about leaving the GoPro in there, so I hid it. Usually when I'm parking in a place like that where I'm going to be gone, I will have nothing out that looks like it's of any value. Try to make it a low value target. So we reparked the cars and ran a few more miles. Ended up with just a little over 20 miles. The goal was actually to do 26 miles. With the smoke, just can't happen. With running, you just have to be willing to change up your schedule depending on the weather and any other circumstances. Ran 13 on Sunday. A little bit lower than I expected to run. Again, it was a little bit smoky. Had to pick and choose the places, not nearly as bad as Saturday. And then ended the day by driving a couple hours out to the beach. So that was all fun. I had some good time with the family. Mile total for the week was 60.88 miles. So the other issue is that on the Sunday run, I forgot to check the settings on the camera, and so I overexposed almost the entire footage that I shot, so I don't even have a lot of footage from Sunday. My fault, I didn't check it, so I don't have a lot to show for this week as far as film footage. So in lieu of that, what I would like to actually discuss, though, is mental health and running. And I've been having some struggles lately. I think a lot of us have with COVID. And my biggest problem is that there's so many negative thoughts. There's fires going on. There's resurgence of COVID. There is divisiveness about masks and vaccines and politics. So many different things, and we're just being bombarded day after day. Sometimes, I struggle with my work life also. It's just not been as satisfying as it has been in the past. It wasn't healthy for me, not healthy for my family. It was just time to step back, push the negative thoughts away. While it's not 100%, and I'm not saying that sometimes you probably shouldn't go see a mental health expert. In fact, well, why not? What could it hurt? Especially if you're really down. Running really, really does help reset your mind. But at the same time, if you were like me, I really wasn't sleeping very well. I think I slept 9 hours in 3 days. I just couldn't sleep. And the negativity just kept building on. And I was getting to the breaking point, but I just had to step back and say, I make my destiny. I make my decisions. I need to think more positive. And like one of the things that I went back to is I thought about what are the things I love. Well, I do love running, so I can concentrate on that. And the other thing I love to do is I love to learn. That's my big thing is I really love to learn something new every day. So I've been trying to push myself to learn something new every day. I might not remember it, but you know what? At some point, I might pull it out in the strangest of circumstances, but that's kind of what drives me. Another thing I did was I stopped looking at my news feeds more or as much. I still do check them out because I do like to know what's going on in the world. And I started purging things like emails, just getting rid of all the unnecessary mails. I'm down to less than 15 total emails. I'm happy with that, and I just keep on top of that. I don't look at anything that I didn't ask for, and so keeping that clean has been a kind of a powerful thing for me. Doing more projects, doing things for me, and I think that's what's important. So we have a big week planned, 28-mile run this weekend. Air has been clean, so I've been keeping up with my runs. Next week, I hope to have a much better report. I am feeling strong, still losing the weight, almost down to my ideal weight, but I'll keep running with that to see where it goes. So anyway, have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep your mind and your body healthy. Take care of yourselves.